All right, welcome online, ladies and gentlemen. We are starting today's event. Just for those people who don't speak fluent English, please know we do have closed captions you can follow along with here in the Zoom room live, but you also have the opportunity to play it back on YouTube as well. So have a quick listen to this.
Por favor, vaya a la parte inferior de la pantalla en Zoom o YouTube y haga clic en subtítulos para leer en español.
Kérlek, menj a képernyő aljára, a Zoomon vagy a YouTube-on, a Closed Caption részre, és ott el tud olvasni magyarul a feliratot.
Silakan klik di layar bawah pada Zoom atau YouTube dan klik caption untuk membaca dalam bahasa Indonesia.
Pour les sous-titres en français, veuillez cliquer au bas de votre écran Zoom ou YouTube sur CC ou Closed Captions.
Zoom または YouTube の画面の下部に移動し、字幕をクリックして日本語で読んでください。
請到屏幕底部點閱隱藏字幕以閱讀中文.
Παρακαλώ πηγαίνετε στο κάτω μέρος της οθόνης, στο Zoom ή στο YouTube και κάντε κλικ στους υπότιτλους για να τα διαβάσετε στα ελληνικά.
請到屏幕底部點擊隱藏字幕以閱讀中文.
אנא עברו לתחתית המסך בזום וביוטיוב ולחצו על תרגום לכתוביות בעברית.
Proszę zejść na dół ekranu na Zoomie lub YouTubie i kliknąć napisy, żeby przeczytać po polsku.
Beautiful. So welcome online, ladies and gentlemen. We are live streaming into 74 different countries around the world. And today you are blessed that we actually have one of our preferred international presenters, Jeanne Grosso, who is a diamond all the way from Hawaii. So I'll hand it to you, Jeanne.
Aloha, everyone, and welcome to our presentation today. I have the great pleasure to introduce you to what I call the biggest breakthrough in human health and skincare history. And I'm very excited to make this presentation happen today. So I am going to start the presentation off. And here we go. So who is Neumi? Neumi is the trailblazers, the innovators. We are dedicated to revolutionizing health and wellness through our cutting-edge technology, which is called Hydrostat Molecular Encapsulation Delivery System. Now, this technology is so unique that one of the biggest problems in nutritional supplementation and even skincare products as well is the absorption rates. The studies are showing now that up to 90% of the supplements in capsule and pill form are not fully absorbed by the body. This means that only a fraction of the nutrients can actually get inside the cells, and that's where they're needed. So our technology is called Hydrostat, and that is transforming the health and wellness industry with this proprietary production process. It sets us apart in the delivery system of high quality nutrients that everybody on the planet literally needs every day, and that embody our communication to wellness. So here's what we have. Okay, so the cell size is a very big deal because if it can't penetrate the cell, it's not utilized by the cell. And what we have done that's very unique is the size of a cell is 100 nanometers in diameter, but the pore size is 10 nanometers. So what we have done is we reduce the particle size under 10 nanometers so that it's small enough to be completely absorbed by the cell. And then what we have done, so this is a demonstration of a typical size of a molecule. It's too large to penetrate the cell membrane. So by reducing the particle size, the cell can absorb the entire molecule that we are treating in the ingredients. So what happens is that actually increases the surface area up to 200 times greater than if it was not nano-sized. So our technology wraps their ingredients into water. And this water is not just any ordinary water. It's ultra purified 40%, 400 times purer than the hospital IV water solutions. And it's in these water clusters, and it's perfectly encapsulated into the water. So this is what makes the key differences between hydrostack technology and every single technology of delivery. This technology has literally solved this longstanding issue of nutrient absorption directly into the cells. And this happens within 70 to 90 seconds. And this is because our cell size, our products in our ingredients, these patent pending formulas, are under 10 nanometers. So whereas other ones are not, and ours are completely encapsulated into water. So that increases the surface area, and the cells like water. Unlike lipids, where it's a fat and it denatures and there's a potential toxicity, it's just simply too large to penetrate a cell membrane. And what we have, because it's all the technology is in the water, it makes it an absolutely brilliant technology. And that's what makes us different than everything else that's on the market. So now that we're able to get the key nutrients, specifically glutathione, into the cells, let's talk about the power of glutathione. Glutathione has over 400 functions that are known to man, but 15 of those functions are critical for all life on Earth. And the top function, one of the functions is, it is the master antioxidant. And what that means is it ensures that all the other antioxidants and the nutrients gets recycled and utilized. It is also the most studied molecule in medicinal science, microbiology, and biochemistry. Currently on PubMed.gov, which is the National Library of Medicine, there's over 191,000 peer-reviewed studies on glutathione alone. So here's something that some of the doctors have to say that we all know. Dr. Oz, very famous, he had an episode on one of his shows, and he says it's the most powerful antioxidant that you have never heard of. It's one of the keys to fighting off diseases that you fear the most. It's called glutathione. Now write it down because it's critically important. Dr. David Katz was on that episode as well, and he says, if you're chronically run down, if you're chronically fatigued, if your body just isn't firing on all cylinders, low glutathione may be part of it, both cause and effect. So this is very well known in the medical community. So here's the problem with glutathione. At the age of 20, it peaks, and then it starts decreasing about 10 to 15% per decade. But at the same time, every day, our cells are attacked by free radical toxins. And that's 10,000 to 20,000 times a day, our cells are attacked. And then this exposure to EMF and Wi-Fi, 5G radiation, and these free radicals cause cell damage and expedite our aging process. So glutathione levels are also reduced by any trauma that our cells encounter, such as injuries, infections, or diseases. So here are some of the benefits of glutathione. Now, you can tell when your glutathione is low because there is no known accurate test you can't really test it with blood and urine and so forth because it's inside the cell. So it's not in the blood. Okay, so one of the things you can be sure of, if you have a low immune response, if you have physical and mental fatigue, muscle weakness and aches and pains and inflammation, premature aging, any diseases, even genetic conditions, you have dry or dull skin, brain fog, headaches, digestive issues, allergies, weight gain, these are all signs that you may have low glutathione levels. So when you start replenishing your glutathione levels, now you're going to start noticing some differences. You may not see or feel anything, but that's because it's in the cells. It's actually manufactured in every cell in your body. So you will notice over time the most important things that you never see, which is boosting the immune system, reducing inflammation, cellular detoxification. And this translates to immediate energy, better cognitive and performance. And then it also delays the signs of aging and disease. It gives you healthy and radiant skin. And it's even been known to decrease graying and balding. So a lot of people are experiencing even hair growth and actually longer hair growth for some of us. So balanced digestion and reduced allergic reactions and weight management. So now let's talk about our products that we have. Now, the FDA disclaimer has us say that these statements have been evaluated or by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure or prevent any diseases. The problem with glutathione is that it not only it decreases with your age and the environment, but there's never been a practical way to get it into the cells until now. Okay, so NutraSwish is our flagship product, and that is powered by hydrostat technology. Neumi has nanosized the ingredients, the key ingredients, which is glutathione, L-cysteine, curcumin, and vitamin C. And these are bioavailable within the cell in just seconds by just simply swishing in your mouth, holding it under your tongue for 30 seconds or more. I personally like to do it about 2 minutes, and then you swallow it. And these are the benefits that you will notice: immune boost, joint support, clean and sustained energy, and rapid recovery. Now, the problem with skincare is, and I'm a former esthetician of 30 years, and one of the things I noticed was I read the ingredients, what goes on my skin, and people sometimes forget that what we're getting toxins from the air we breathe, the water we drink and bathe in, and what we eat, and then what we absorb through our skin. Well, our skin is the largest organ and the first line of defense, and most skincare products are very ineffective because they cannot penetrate all the layers of the skin, and they often contain harmful ingredients, and they're very, very expensive. So with our solution, this is a two-part process, working from the inside out and the outside in. And what we have done here is we've not only nanosized the glutathione, curcumin, and L-cysteine, but we added nanosized hyaluronic acid and collagen and other essential amino acids, and that can get to the skin on the deepest level, every single layer of skin for every single skin condition known to man. Help reduce pore size, smooth skin texture, lifts and firms, brightens and evens skin tone, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, fights skin aging and pollutants. So now the problem in energy, we have all these energy drinks on the market. People drink coffee and energy shots and so forth, but can they get through past the blood-brain barrier? No, but ours does. And so we have a solution for energy. And this not only just for energy, but this is a product called Neuro. And this has 14 nano-sized ingredients in it, including glutathione, curcumin, and L-cysteine, and other key ingredients that are already proven to prevent and reverse cognitive decline. They're already proven to stimulate brain health, neurological health, mental health, enhancing memory, improving mood, increasing focus, rapid energy, and heightened cognitive performance. So there's another problem too in women's health and hormone balance. And we have tons of environmental disruptors that are now increasing and causing negative effects on women's health and the hormone balance, like the forever chemicals and these toxins in the products, especially skincare products and makeup and things like that. Now, this is a new product that came out over a year ago, and this, I remember, sold out in the first month. So this is something that is designed specifically for women from the time they start menstruation to postmenopausal women, and we have seen incredible benefits. We even have a double-blind placebo study done with this, and it helps alleviate bloating, crampings, PMS, healthy hormone functions, helps with hot flashes and night sweats, and enhance mood and overall well-being. Now, men can use this product too, but it was specifically formulated for women. So now let's talk about some of the wonderful, amazing testimonials that we have. We have hundreds of thousands already since we've been on the market. And Lachlan in Australia, he's 24-year-old powerlifting athlete and personal trainer and a gym manager. And he says that on his week 3 of using this product, training and recovery has been amazing, coming into each session with no soreness from previous work sessions, already hitting the personal best months and months out. and even for competition. And then on week 4, using the swish around his training as well as post-training sessions, even more personal bests on his lifts, including 270 kilograms for 2 reps deadlifting for the very first time ever. And then we have Danae from Louisiana. What a story. I remember hearing her story. 34-year-old mom, homeschooling mother of 3. And she says, as soon as I started using NutraSwish on day 1, I immediately found that I had more energy. And prior to using the HERS product, every month I would have mood swings, bloating, and breast tenderness. However, since I've been using it, I found that I don't have any PMS symptoms at all. That's incredible. Greg from New Zealand, he's a 50-year-old self-employed in the pool construction business. And he says he's into competitive mountain biking, racing, and his whole adult life. In his 20s, after doing half-day events, I would have nothing left in the tank. And now at age 58, with NutraSwish, I'm able to go out and do multiple days of riding with energy to spare. Plus, I found I have good mental clarity, hardly any muscle soreness, and was recovered much faster. And then there's me. I got on this. I remember when this product came out and I was absolutely blown away. I've been very conscious of cognitive issues because I did lose my mom to neurological condition, and 34 years ago. So I've been on a mission ever since to find ways to improve the cognition and to prevent any of the illnesses and functions that we have. And I noticed with this product, immediate energy and cognition, focus and clarity. I actually did a little teaspoonful right before the presentation. And anyone that knows me knows that I actually have a severe time staying focused and in attention. And then we have Keith from Louisiana at age 61. And he says after suffering almost a year with severe discomfort in his neck and shoulder from an injury, just 48 hours after beginning NutraSwish, he awoke realizing that he had slept all night long. So then we have Elaine from South Australia, and just in 4 weeks' time, I mean, look at this difference. A lot of people thought she lost weight, but it wasn't. It was the toning and firming effects of this in just 4 weeks. Just incredible, putting those pictures side by side. We have Linda from Indonesia, and she says before using Neumi Skin, her skin was dull and rough, but just after 7 days, she can see her skin was brighter and soft and clear. And she also reported it feeling stronger and more enthusiastic because she slept much deeper after using the NutraSwish too. So we have this woman in her 80s in Nigeria said she sprayed her face with the Neumi Skin just 3 to 4 times each day for 4 weeks, and her results are absolutely astounding. So her skin tone even looks much even. So we have Donna from Texas, and she was overjoyed with her results using Neumi Skin spray, and I believe she was using the NutraSwish because it is a system. And her neck, look at that. Her skin is tighter and looks like she's aging backwards. And then we have Sherry from Indiana. And this is the most incredible testimony. I've met Sherry in person multiple times, and I'm still astonished that as she ages now at 62, she just keeps looking younger and younger. Now we can see, you can go and see on Facebook, Neumi Corporate has the special Neumi New You on the Facebook. And this is a group where you can see all kinds of testimonies. Now here, what's really important is our vision. Our founder, Stephen K. Scott, none of us would be here if it wasn't for him. And Steve had spent his whole life searching for breakthrough products and purchasing the rights to those products. And then he would market them on TV. He was the co-founder of one of America's most successful companies in infomercial history. And over the years, Steve has generated over $4 billion in revenue by simply finding breakthrough products. But he was ready to retire until he found what he calls the biggest breakthrough of his entire life, which is why he launched Neumi in this model, in this way. So instead of putting it on an infomercial and giving all the money to the TV networks and the celebrities, he decided to do something different and special and give this gift to humanity back to the people. So he partnered with experienced Aaron Rennert, who is now our president and CEO, and his aim is to ensure that Neumi is the most field-driven and responsive company within the entire global industry. We have a science and medical advisory board of now 20 volunteers, of doctors and scientists and professors from all over the world. And I highly recommend you go to neumi.com or hydrostat.com and look at the bios of these incredible healthcare practitioners that see the value and the vision of what we have in this breakthrough technology. Now, the execution of our brilliant business model. So why Neumi home-based business model? It's led by our field-based approach. We empower our team and partners to drive meaningful impact, grounded in unwavering principles of integrity, transparency, and customer focus. And together we are shaping a healthier future, one innovation at a time. Now, the home-based business industry is not new. It's at least 70 years old. And these studies are saying that in 186 billion in sales in 2021, and that's in the middle of COVID. So that's up 3.3% since 2020. That's a lot of people. 128 million people around the world are involved in this and growing fast in the industry. We are currently now opened in 74 countries and even taking pre-enrollments right now for Thailand. We have over 200,000 members worldwide and unparalleled compensation plan. Steve Scott wanted to ensure this was the most generous compensation plan possible to give back to the humanity. Even when people in certain countries don't even have ways to make income, we do. And this is for everybody. So we have a revolutionary business tools, a field-driven philosophy, and we have free memberships with other exciting perks that we're going to get into. So the opportunity is the leverage of power of our technology, Hydrostat. We've got a quick return on the investment. You've got residual income that is multi-generational that you can leave, and then you can build your legacy asset with us. Now, the income disclosure statement, we refer to Neumi's compensation plan for the complete details, but earnings are based completely on individual effort, commitment, and sales skills and market conditions. The results vary among members. Neumi does not guarantee any specific income or success. Now, here's our little brief overview of our compensation plan. The first part of our compensation plan is when you directly sponsor a customer or a member, you're going to get paid 25% commission on all new member orders within the first 30 days and all customer orders every single time they purchase. We also receive a generational bonus of 3% up to 6 levels every time a new member joins under you, with you, and then or through someone else, referring people. That's a total payout of 43% paid every single Friday. That is incredible. We also have this other bonus. It's called the Power of 3. It's absolutely amazing. So when you first enroll your first 3 members, you're going to get a check the following month for $50. And then when those 3 people, when you help those 3 people find their 3 people of their own, you're going to get a check for $250, and they are going to get a check for $50. And then when those 9 people enroll 3 people of their own, you're going to get a check for $1,500 a month, extra bonus over and above, and then all the other ones are going to get as well. Now we have another part of the compensation plan, which is the leadership pool. Now this is a global monthly volume. This is like a profit sharing right here. As you rank in advance, then you're going to get more shares in the leadership pool, 1% for every rank, totaling 6%. So 2-star, 3-star, you get another percent, then a diamond, and then another, and then another. So that's a total of 6 additional percent as you rank up in leadership advancement. And then we have, this is the long-term growth. This is why we're here. This is called residual income. This is 7 levels 7% up to 7 levels. So as you rank up and start having more and more volume and your team grows and grows and grows, look what happens. You get paid more levels, 7% residual income paid every single month after month, year after year to infinity. And this is absolutely incredible. And that's why one of the reasons that I'm here and that sets us apart just so uniquely. And then we have the infinity bonus. And this is once you get into the diamond rank and above, now from this 8th level and beyond, you are going to get an additional percentage from 0.5 to 2% to infinity. So you can just imagine as you grow how big these checks are going to be year after year. So here's the next steps with Neumi. We have resources, and everything here is free. We have in the back office, you can get there through the app that we get, and then you can go in and you can log in a computer. We have training videos from Steve Scott himself, which is a world-renowned speaker and author of books. He's also a best-selling New York Times best-selling author. He has 15 books on the market. And so we have these business plans, and we have access to marketing tools, and we have a free app that you can download, and we have the company Facebook pages, and then we have weekly calls every single day, most days of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We have Neumi.tv and all kinds of other ways to stay connected. So at this point in the presentation, where are you? You have 3 key actions. And if you're ready to get started, you see the vision, you see the focus, and you want to join us as a member, that's number 1. Number 2, you want to try out the products for yourself, and we're happy to have you. You can join as a customer and you can try out the products, 100% money get back guarantee. Reach out to the person who invited you to this presentation. And 3, you might need some more information before getting started. So no matter what you decide, we're here for you. And we thank you so much for joining us on the presentation. God bless and have a